welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking something literally fascinating. We are looking at the men who happily, deliberately choose to live completely alone. It's a lifestyle that definitely raises a lot of eyebrows, but the science behind it, specifically this incredibly deep human need for autonomy, is absolutely captivating. Let's get right into it.
So think about this for a second. Have you ever noticed a guy in your life, or maybe just a neighbor, who lives completely alone? I mean, no girlfriend, no wife, and he just doesn't seem bothered by it at all. His place is quiet, his routine is entirely his own, and he is genuinely, undeniably fine with the whole setup. You know, it's a scenario that kind of catches us off guard because it completely defies what society expects.
Okay, let's dive into this because there is a massive disconnect here. Society looks at this level of independence and immediately assumes something must be wrong. We see isolation, we assume loneliness, we kind of think the guy's broken. But psychology reveals the exact opposite. This lifestyle is actually frequently rooted in profound contentment, and there are very real, scientifically grounded reasons driving it. Section 1. The societal assumption, waiting for life to begin. Society often incorrectly frames a man living alone as incomplete. It's almost as if he's in this holding pattern, just waiting for a partner to arrive to finally make his life real or validate him. But psychologists point out something much deeper is happening here. These men have simply stopped measuring their lives against a societal milestone they never actually agreed to in the first place. They are definitely not sitting in a waiting room for life to start. They're already living it, actively and entirely on their own terms. Section 2. Mastering autonomy satisfaction as the core driver. So what exactly is autonomy satisfaction? Well, it is a fundamental core human need. It's that deep-seated desire to just have absolute self-governance, total control over your time, your space, and your decisions. For a lot of these men, living entirely alone doesn't create some sad, empty void. Instead, it actively and incredibly effectively fulfills this massive psychological need for independence. And this brilliantly illustrates how these everyday things matter. Think about the daily freedoms of having that autonomy. We are talking about the total elimination of friction. No passive-aggressive battles over the thermostat at 2 a.m. No compromising on how you're going to spend a lazy Saturday. It is unadulterated ownership of life. Having that level of control, it's not a symptom of loneliness, it is actually a profound, genuine source of peace. Section 3. Secure attachment without dependency. The emotional ecosystem. Because they've really secured their autonomy, these men often build incredibly healthy emotional ecosystems. This psychological pattern involves forming deep, highly stable bonds. We're talking friends, extended family, and finding profound connection through their work. They actively cultivate a social network that meets their emotional needs so well that there just aren't these massive emotional gaps they are desperately trying to fill. And having this secure ecosystem, it completely shifts the entire paradigm of dating and relationships. Because this guy's emotional world is already stable and fulfilled, thanks to his autonomy and his network, a romantic partner goes from being perceived as a desperate necessity for emotional survival to becoming completely optional. It becomes a really nice addition to an already full life rather than the core foundation of it. Building on that rock-solid emotional baseline, many of these men develop what psychologists call preference clarity. Basically, this means knowing exactly what kind of life partner and what kind of relationship dynamics you actually want. And because they have this high level of clarity, they are way less willing to settle for anything less, even if that means staying single for years. It is absolutely vital to realize that is not pickiness. That is just self-knowledge doing its job perfectly. Section 4. The power of conditioning and rewiring the brain for solitude. You see, this daily lived experience of independence actually rewires the brain through a process called positive conditioning. If a man's solitude consistently feels good, productive, calm, and undisturbed, well, his brain takes notice. It stops viewing being alone as a punishment or a lack of something, and it literally starts actively associating it with a reward. Now, what's really interesting about this concept is the incredible shift that occurs over time. We usually start with that outdated societal view of solitude as a deficit, right? Like an absence. But through that positive daily conditioning, the association gets rewired every single day he lives it. Being alone starts to feel less and less like something is missing and way more like a highly protected, highly preferred reward. It transitions entirely from an absence to an active preference.
Section 5. Contentment from the inside, flipping the script.
Here is the core reality that most people just get entirely wrong. A man living alone isn't necessarily avoiding connection. He's not hiding from intimacy, and it certainly doesn't mean he's somehow unable to attract a partner. Often, it's the exact opposite. He is simply unwilling to trade a life that already works beautifully for a relationship that doesn't clearly improve upon it. He fiercely values the peace and the autonomy he's built. There is a realization that perfectly captures this whole phenomenon. Think about this. What looks like isolation from the outside is frequently just contentment from the inside. It's powerful, right? The profound truth is that true contentment rarely feels the need to explain itself to anyone else. This man isn't missing something, he's just found what most people spend their entire lives looking for: total peace with his own company.
So the crucial point boils down to this final provocative question I want to leave you with today. Why trade a life that already works for a relationship that doesn't improve it? It completely challenges our preconceived notions about independence, relationships, and success, doesn't it? I really hope this explainer leaves you rethinking what it truly means to be content. Thanks so much for exploring this with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one.